Welcome to Wise Elders Stories channel. Subscribe to Wise Elders Stories channel for more valuable insights. Have you observed how walking has become more challenging than it once was? Meet Sarah, a lively 75-year-old from Boston who believed her active days were over when climbing stairs turned into a daily challenge. Like many seniors in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, she confronted the frustrating truth of diminishing mobility. However, her narrative took a different turn. What Sarah uncovered transformed her perspective. Walking isn't the sole route to maintaining health and independence. In fact, research from the National Institute on Aging shows that certain alternatives can be equally effective. Effective for maintaining strength and vitality. Today I'll share 5 science-backed activities that can help you stay active and energized, even if walking has become challenging. Before we dive in, I'd love to know which city you're watching from. Drop it in the comments below. If you want more practical wellness tips for seniors, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Now, let's start with the most surprising yet effective alternative that transformed Sarah's life: one simple leg exercise. When was the last time you felt truly confident about leg strength? For many in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. Simple activities like getting up from a chair or climbing a few steps have become daily challenges. If you're nodding your head right now, you're not alone. Just ask Sarah, whose story I shared earlier. Remember Sarah from Boston? After struggling with her mobility, she discovered something remarkable: simple leg exercises that could be done right from her favorite armchair. I was skeptical at first, she admits, but these gentle movements. Recent research from the Mayo Clinic has transformed my perspective. Dr. James Thompson, a prominent geriatric specialist, clarifies that our muscles can react positively to gentle exercise at any age. The essential factor is selecting the appropriate movements and maintaining consistency. Even more uplifting is the fact that these exercises can aid in fall prevention and support independence, precisely what Sarah sought. The wonderful aspect is that you can perform these exercises right in your living room. Begin by sitting in a sturdy chair with a straight back. Throughout the day, practice standing up and sitting down slowly, using your hands for support if needed. This simple movement, when done 5 to 10 times a couple of times a day, helps strengthen your thigh muscles, the same ones you need for walking and climbing stairs. At first, I could barely manage 3 stand-ups without feeling tired, Sarah shares. But after a few weeks, I was doing 10 easily. Now, I can get up from any chair without thinking twice about it. Once she mastered the stand-ups, Sarah moved on to seated leg lifts. Extend one leg until it's parallel to the floor, holding it for a few seconds before lowering it gently. Switch legs and repeat. Imagine your legs gracefully moving while you enjoy your favorite TV show. Prioritize safety. If you experience any sharp pain, stop immediately. Dizziness or severe discomfort are signals from your body to ease up. Always have a sturdy surface nearby for support, and remember to breathe normally during each movement. Begin with small increments. Even 5 minutes twice a day can make a difference. As Sarah points out, it's not about transforming into an athlete, it's about maintaining independence and engaging in activities you cherish. Consider incorporating these exercises during the commercial breaks of your favorite show or integrating them into your morning routine while your coffee brews. Sarah discovered that performing her exercises while watching the morning news made them feel less like a task and more like a seamless part of her day. I'm eager to hear from you. What's your greatest challenge regarding leg strength? Share in the comments below, and let's uplift one another on this journey. Embarking on a path toward strength and confidence, it's essential to recognize that every small effort matters, and it's never too late to prioritize your leg health. For those who may have concerns about balance, stay tuned for our upcoming segment, where we will delve into gentle movements designed to enhance your stability and security. Now, let me share an unexpected revelation that even Sarah encountered during her quest for improved mobility: the remarkable benefits of gentle mind-body practices. When walking becomes difficult, activities such as chair yoga can offer significant support. Seated Tai Chi presents a delightful alternative that fosters both physical well-being and inner peace. Recent findings from the National Institute of Health have uncovered something extraordinary. Seniors engaging in these gentle movements for merely 15 minutes each day experience a 45% enhancement in balance and a notable reduction in fall risk. What truly sets these practices apart is their adaptability for individuals of all mobility levels. Take Margaret, a 73-year-old grandmother from Denver, who was initially doubtful about yoga. At my age, she laughed when her daughter first suggested it. I can't even touch my toes, but what Margaret discovered changed her perspective entirely. Chair yoga and seated Tai Chi weren't about complicated poses or perfect form, they were about gentle, mindful movements that anyone could do. I started with simple arm circles while sitting in my kitchen chair, Margaret shares. Then I learned to coordinate my breathing with gentle stretches. It felt like my body was waking up after a long sleep. Within weeks, she noticed she was sleeping. A greater sense of well-being, increased flexibility, and surprisingly reduced anxiety about mobility can be achieved through simple movements. Here's a straightforward exercise you can try right now. While seated comfortably in your chair, slowly raise your arms to shoulder height as you inhale, then lower them as you exhale. Notice the gentle stretch across your shoulders. This fundamental movement, when practiced with mindfulness, can enhance circulation and alleviate stiffness in your upper body. The charm of these practices is their adaptability. You can perform them anywhere, whether you're watching TV or enjoying your garden. Or even during those tranquil moments before dinner. Many community centers and local libraries now provide complimentary chair yoga classes for seniors. Additionally, there are outstanding online videos tailored for older adults who favor practicing at home. As Margaret found out, the essential part is to begin gradually and pay attention to your body. My instructor consistently reminds us that gentle movement is indeed powerful movement. Some days I do more, some days less, but I always feel better after my practice. If you're apprehensive about getting started, keep this in mind, there is no such thing as being too rigid for these practices. Every movement, no matter how minor, plays a role in your well-being. Keep a sturdy chair with a straight back nearby, wear comfortable clothing, and never push yourself into any movement that doesn't feel right. I'm curious, have you ever tried yoga or seated Tai Chi? Please share your experiences in the comments below or let us know if you have any questions about getting started. Remember, we are all on this journey together, supporting one another as we discover gentle ways to keep moving. Stay tuned for our next section. In this segment, we will explore an effective method to enhance your mobility without depending solely on walking. If you find these insights beneficial, please consider liking this video and sharing it with someone who could use the information. Let's delve into 3 intelligent movement breaks. Have you ever realized how effortless it is to sit for extended periods in your beloved chair? Margaret, for instance, embraced chair yoga and uncovered a straightforward yet impactful secret to maintaining mobility: smart movement breaks. This approach is especially advantageous for individuals in their 60s and 70s. In the 80s, many individuals face difficulties with extended walking. Recent research from the CDC uncovers a surprising statistic: the typical senior sits for more than 10 hours daily, surpassing our sleeping hours. However, there's a silver lining: prolonged exercise isn't necessary to see improvements. Just 2 minutes of movement each hour can significantly aid in preserving strength and flexibility. Take David, a 76-year-old retired teacher from Chicago, who revitalized his health through what he dubs his commercial break challenge. During every TV commercial, he stands up and marches in place. He shares with a smile that it seemed silly at first, but now my grandchildren join in when they visit. We make it a game. The beauty of smart movement breaks lies in their simplicity. You don't need special equipment or even much time. When the morning news comes on, try standing up and sitting down 3 times while waiting for your coffee to brew. Gently march in place. These small movements might seem insignificant, but they add up throughout the day. David discovered that setting simple reminders helped him stay consistent. He placed colorful sticky notes adorn his TV remote and kitchen counter. Some seniors find it beneficial to utilize the hourly chime on their clock or set gentle alarms on their phones. The aim isn't to disrupt your day but to seamlessly integrate movement into your daily routine. What surprised David the most was how these small actions boosted his confidence. Rising from his chair became simpler, and he ceased to worry about losing his balance. His doctor validated his experience, noting that these frequent, minor movements aid in preserving muscle strength and joint health. Flexibility is essential for fall prevention. Here's an easy way to incorporate movement into your day. Each time you answer the phone, stand up. If you're watching your favorite show, get up and move during the commercial breaks. When reading, take a brief pause after each chapter to stretch your arms and legs. Remember, every little movement matters. If you're worried about forgetting to move, try this. Pick one daily activity, like checking the mail or making tea, and add an extra movement to it. Perhaps march in place while brushing your teeth or do gentle arm circles. As you wait for the microwave, consider how you can connect these movements to your daily routines. I'm eager to hear your thoughts. What small movement could you incorporate into your regular activities? Share your ideas in the comments below. Your suggestion might just inspire someone else. Up next, we'll delve into how quality sleep can enhance your mobility, a revelation that surprised both Sarah and David on their journeys. Stay tuned, and if you're finding these tips beneficial, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Here are 4 therapeutic sleep practices that might surprise you. Quality sleep can be just as vital for your mobility as any exercise. Take David, for instance. With his movement breaks, he found that his various movements became even more effective when he began to focus on his sleep. This is particularly important for those of us over 60, as our sleep patterns naturally shift with age. Recent research from the Sleep Foundation uncovers something intriguing. Seniors who achieve quality sleep demonstrate 40% better balance. Coordination the next day requires some reflection, even as you sleep. Your body is actively preparing for improved mobility. Barbara, a 71-year-old retired nurse from Seattle, faced challenges with stiff joints and fatigue until she revamped her sleep routine. I used to think being tired was just part of aging, she shares. But once I learned about therapeutic sleep practices, everything changed. My morning stiffness decreased, and I had more energy for those movement breaks we discussed earlier. The key is in establishing a sleep environment that fosters recovery. Experts recommend beginning a restoration routine by setting your bedroom temperature to a slightly cool 68 degrees. Barbara found that using light, breathable bedding alleviated nighttime discomfort in her joints. She also discovered that dimming the lights an hour before bed signaled to her body that it was time to wind down. Here's a simple practice you can try tonight. About an hour before bed, do some gentle seated stretches like those we discussed in our chair yoga section, followed by a few minutes of deep breathing. Barbara enjoys incorporating a cup of caffeine-free chamomile tea into her routine, transforming it into a serene ritual rather than a mere medical necessity. The most unexpected change she observes is the significant improvement in her balance since she began sleeping well. She never anticipated that better sleep would enhance her stability on her feet. This realization aligns perfectly with the understanding that our bodies repair and regenerate muscle tissue during sleep. If you're contemplating adjustments to your own sleep routine, consider starting with one small change, such as establishing a consistent schedule. Consider incorporating bedtime routines or gentle pre-sleep stretches. Natural sleep aids such as soft music, dim lighting, or calming scents can greatly enhance your nighttime experience without unwanted side effects. For those who find their minds racing at night, Barbara suggests keeping a small notebook by your bedside to jot down any worries or tasks before settling in. This straightforward practice can help calm your thoughts and set the stage for restorative sleep. I'm interested to know, what do you find most challenging about achieving quality sleep? Feel free to share in the comments below. Your experience could be invaluable to others encountering similar challenges. Often, the simplest solutions arise from our collective insights. Join us for the final segment, where we will delve into how intentional sun exposure can enhance these sleep practices for improved mobility. If you find these tips helpful, please consider liking this video and sharing it with someone who may benefit. Now, let's discuss one of the most unexpected methods to support your mobility, something Barbara uncovered during her journey. Sleep journey is straightforward, accessible, and just beyond your window. For those in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who find walking difficult, this could be transformative. Recent research from Harvard Medical School uncovers a remarkable link. Seniors with adequate vitamin D levels exhibit 30% improved muscle strength and balance. Consider sunlight as nature's own remedy for mobility. Patricia, an 82-year-old from Minnesota, experienced this reality when her doctor discovered her low vitamin D levels. She realized she had been spending all her time indoors. Patricia reflects on her journey, acknowledging that her initial intentions to safeguard herself inadvertently exacerbated her mobility challenges. Her transformation commenced with a simple ritual, savoring her morning coffee on the porch for just 10 minutes of sunlight. "It became my favorite part of the day," she reveals. "I wasn't merely absorbing vitamin D, I was beginning each morning with a moment of tranquility." The essence lies in the timing and duration. Strive for 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure between 10 and 11 a.m. When the sun shines brightly yet gently, there's no need to bask directly in its rays. Simply being in a well-lit space by a window can suffice. Recall our conversation about movement breaks? Consider merging them by engaging in gentle seated exercises near a sunlit window. But what happens on overcast days or during the winter months? Patricia discovered inventive solutions by relocating her favorite chair to the sunniest window in her home. On especially gloomy days, she employs a light therapy lamp while practicing the gentle exercises we previously discussed. Older adults can transform a corner of their home into a vibrant space with ample lighting and joyful decor, creating their own special spot filled with sunshine. Safety remains paramount. This isn't about sunbathing. Remember to apply sunscreen if you'll be exposed to direct sunlight for over 15 minutes, and always have water close at hand during the summer months. Opt for early morning or late afternoon for your sun time. As Patricia wisely notes, it's about being smart with the sun and not overdoing it. Many may not realize that blending strategic sun exposure with our earlier suggestions can enhance the experience. The advantages of morning sunlight are numerous. It aids in regulating your sleep cycle, enhancing the effectiveness of those restorative sleep practices. Additionally, natural light can elevate your mood and energy levels, increasing your likelihood of taking those movement breaks we talked about. I'm eager to hear from you. What's your favorite sunny spot at home? Share in the comments below. Your cozy corner might inspire someone else to establish their own sunshine routine. If you find these alternatives to walking beneficial, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned for our conclusion, where we will weave all these strategies into a straightforward daily routine you can begin immediately. As we've observed through the journeys of Sarah, Barbara, and Patricia, staying mobile encompasses more than just walking. It includes gentle leg exercises and strategic sun exposure. Each alternative we've explored presents a distinct avenue for maintaining your independence and vitality. Remember, there's no need to adopt everything at once. Start with one practice that resonates with you, perhaps those chair exercises or a morning routine. The sun shines brightly, and every small step contributes to improved mobility and confidence. Which of these 5 alternatives will you choose to try first? Share your selection in the comments below. If you're interested in more practical wellness tips for seniors, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Together, we are demonstrating that staying active is achievable at any age.